To drive actionable solutions for Africa's energy future, there is a need to focus on bold policy reforms, increased funding and capacity building to expand renewable energy access, improve energy efficiency, and facilitate regional energy cooperation. These were the submissions of speakers at the Future of Power Africa conference held in Lagos. Some of the speakers emphasized on the need for stable and forward-thinking regulations to attract long-term investment in Africa's power sector. But the event underscored the urgent need for sustainable investments, technological innovations to bridge Africa's energy gap and enhance power sector efficiency.
Having different sections of the chain in the power sector in mind, right from gas, you're talking about sources, feedstock generally. We're not even just looking at gas, you're also looking at renewable source, like I said, through to generation, to trading, to transmission, to distribution, even to the retail angle and then the consumer. You have everything catered to, like everything talked through for you to be able to protect that. So if you look at it and you're looking at the focus, like I said, also on unserved, on the served areas, trying to make sure that there's accessibility, people are, brought into those areas where they do not have, power and all of those. You see that looking at the law from the part 1 to 19, like I said, you see there's really nothing like the aim is, I want to, improve my IGR and all that. It is basically to improve power in Lagos. Make Lagos State that destination for foreign investment, for competitiveness, and for sustainability development, like the state actually wants it to.
Apart from making energy affordable, speakers said Nigeria and Africa must improve on the generation.
One of the ways in which we have to make energy more affordable is we have to first even improve on the generation. And improving on generation means that you also have to improve on the different sources of input into the generation of capital. We have to look at what the developing finance institutions in the world can offer from a capital perspective. We have to look for what we can grow ourselves internally within Africa from a capital perspective. We have to look at the opportunities that green financing can provide from a capital perspective. And all of that is essentially to bring down the cost of financing energy infrastructure.
Right now, most of the power that we get is reliant on grid power. So when we talk about decentralization, it's just an opportunity for other players to come into the market and provide alternatives for the Nigerian public so that reliance on the national grid eases and people have alternatives, which will create competition and it will create efficiency, like I said, so that people have alternative sources of power.
We have in the sector a huge infrastructure deficit. What do I mean by that? Both from the transmission end from the generation end to the transmission end of things, and even then to distribution and final end users. We find that there has not been sufficient investments in the sector commensurate to the population growth of Nigeria as a nation. So this new development have created room for more players to come into the space, bring in private investments, and encourage an all-commerce field where there is some sort of willing buyer, willing seller arrangement being done in the sector.